We're just doing a little bit of product testing here for the explosive company. We found a bunch of old blasting caps, so we've decided we're going to see if we can blow the damn thing up. So Ken, you're going to watch this. The most important thing to be is watch Ken, because when it blows up, he's going to jump. We'll see if he jumps higher than the blasting cap. The blasting cap's right behind him there. So. And don't try this at home.
Nothing's happening.
If I can. No, you don't.
If it goes bang, I'll fucking jump. I can't believe they just freaking leave this shit here like this. All corroded and everything.
Oh boy.
There's not many caps, mostly wire.
Oh, okay, half of them, Frank. Quarter of them, and then...
Running out and the using live aid, streets infected and crawled in the slime. The neon nightmare is about to unwind.
So this is a real tough place to get to, a real high altitude, just rugged roads. Used to be all connected by a big tramway, but in the 80s, when they opened these mines back up, they built tunnels that connected all these mines together, the Mother Lode, the Nugget, the Reno, Gold Belt, a whole bunch of mines. Huge ore chutes going straight down and all interconnected and all kinds of cool stuff in them. We're just going to show you all this stuff. Oh, remember, this is another part of the Reno, I guess, or I don't know what's called what, but this is a big ore bin here. Pretty big bin. We've crossed quite a few tram lines on the way up here. I just saw the cables on the road. So we're really up in the high country here. So we're at the top of the mountain here, and this is where the tram tower went over the ridge. So it looks like almost like a cage. It's a tram went on the tram, probably for hauling pipe and stuff like that. You just stick some pegs in there maybe. This is the very top of the mountain here, so it went up from both sides. So it had a pretty substantial, pretty big substantial tower in here, because there's a lot of tension on the line there. Keep it on there. We need a mule.
No big deal though. Part of the adventure. Got a winch on that thing. As long as Frank doesn't kill himself, it's all good. Who needs roads anyway?
Yeah, roads are persistent. coming over. Well, we're fighting the traffic here. One set of tracks ahead of us. That's pretty fresh mud though.
Pretty sticky.
Sticky.
Look at that porcelain insulators up there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I see lots of them in Phoenix. They're for telephone lines.
Oh yeah.
Or call bells or whatever.
It's skinnier.
Soft section here, yeah.
Full of mud.
Yeah, you don't hear any echo here at all.
Nope. Full floor above us.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think we're below all the stuff we're looking down from the top. That skinny bridge that I went across. Danger, 6,600 volts.
What, do you hear something?
No,
Sounds like it's over there.
it's a ghost.
That video with the ghost.
Yeah, it's a ghost.
That must
Did you see that orb just zip by your head?
have been scary.
We can never see orbs when we're in the mine, but people can see them sitting in their living rooms. Yeah, it's a big door. That's just a, it doesn't go up, does it? No. It's just a soft, crumbly section. A lot of sedimentary rock in this area. Wow, I can't believe how many chutes there is here.
There's just tons of them here.
Yeah, it just keeps going along, eh?
Yeah. I'll keep going.
Yeah, might as well. I'm probably not going to go too much further. Must be a big narrow vein up above us. It surprises me there's so many chutes in a small area like this. It's what?
Getting deep.
Yeah.
Weird because we're heading right back to where we came in. It seems.
There's a big ore pass.
Actually, I think it's down there. I think this is the end of it.
Oh, that don't look good.
Not good at all. So I think the only way to explore the arena was to drop in from the top.
Well, I wonder why that dirt's here. They filled this in. I think, eh?
It must have. Sketchy little rotten section. All of this is really ready to collapse.
So you had to come in here and get out of the snow today. So, I don't know if it'll be the first significant snowfall of the year, but she's getting there. Well, this is a kind of a coal mine. We wouldn't have known it was here, but we saw it on Google Earth and connected the dots. You actually just about drove right past it. And I'm going to head in here and have a look. There's some pretty interesting formations in here. Pretty cold here. I'm with Kevin here today, and one of our viewers said that he'd like to see a girl with a tank top and bikini there join us on our explorations. Kevin was the best I could do, but I think the kind of tank top and bikini season is about over. We're bundled up here pretty good, just to keep warm. It's snowing outside. I seen a rat with a fucking fur coat on. So I don't know. I think I'll have to wait for next year to see any bikini girls show up. But look at that, hey, isn't that neat? Beautiful formation. I've never seen that kind of baroque before.
Chocolate. And
Yeah, chocolatey.
yeah.
Beautiful. Looks really crumbly though.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about crumbly. Couldn't be very hard to mine that. We could dig a new tunnel here in about 15 minutes. Yeah. Somebody put some pink ribbons in here. They thought maybe one of those bikini girls were in here after all. So you think, oh, we went in quite a ways, but you can still see the outside, but it's a real long, straight thing here. So we're seeing, this is scratched 107 in here, but so I think that's 107 meters. And then, yeah, you see 510. So that's probably 510 feet, carbide. And we're seeing 1939 there. Yep, carbides. So. Yeah, I've seen lots of pretty interesting colors, really yellowish here. And a bit of quartz here and there. Boy, is there ever an echo in here? Pretty good echo in here. Well, the floor is so clean, so it won't absorb any of the sound from the rock. Yeah, really reverberates in here. It's cool. Never heard sound. It's really cool acoustics in here. Must drive the back's crazy trying to echolocate it here. So one of the reasons they have this vent tubing here is because it allows them to run diesel equipment in here too. So if you have a train, they're a lot cleaner than they used to be in the old days. Before they only could run either electric or air-powered trains, but they can run diesel equipment in here now. Diesel engines are a lot cleaner, and they have special fuel they burn too. It's not as so between diesel engines being cleaner and having ventilation, adequate ventilation in here, they can run diesel engines. 1937. Oh, it's just fantastic. Looking ribs here. Pretty typical of this formation, though. We've seen a lot of similar rock like that. Okay, so we're going to see how hard this ladder is. Do one step and all of a sudden we'll say, oh no, this is why we have ropes. Because you don't want to trust these round ladders. Well, quite a bit of air coming up here, so
Right on.
that's good.
You're breathing.
Goes warm too. Ladder's a little slimy. You should always have one on the brake, one on here, so if you don't fall all of a sudden and you got panicked, you can still hold on to this. Okay, so I'm at the floor. Let's see what this is all about. Seems to be good. Yeah, it looks really nice. Yeah, well, so this is going real easy so far. I mean, these ladders are in nice shape and I have no problem at all. So, not the problem we're having is these ropes are getting tangled. And it just continues from landing to landing, so it's pretty safe. And this all seems to be in really good shape, but I wouldn't go down here without a rope. Because you just never know what it's anchored to, and then all of a sudden, you know, there's more moisture in them and they'll start to rust or whatever. So, oh, there comes Kevin. So it's kind of good practice for a guy just starting out with ropes a little bit and get a little bit more comfortable with them. Make small mistakes instead of big mistakes. All right, so we've come down. We found a crosscut level here. Oh, there's Kevin. So we just have a little trouble with the ropes just because they're tangling up when we're going with them. All those ladders, you know, you just can't throw your rope straight down. So none of the rungs have broken yet. So, but I definitely wouldn't recommend just going down without the rigging. So we found some pretty interesting section here. Please watch your step and head. And then, oh, now we got ladders here. So what have we got there? What is that?
I'm not sure what. It's another.
It's another winch, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a tugger. So we got an incline here. Looks like.
It's like an incline up though.
An incline shaft, yeah.
And you got a drain hole going down into the that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like it's getting surface runoff because it's not running.
Not a very big one, pretty small mucker.
No.
So this is how they had it all rigged up here. So just a small cable and the mucker was hooked up. It's kind of funny, they never mucked it all out. They quit before they finished the...
That cable is going up.
Carries on up there, yeah. Yeah, looking pretty skinny in there. So they took the ore out, they didn't clean it up. For whatever reason. They never even took their tugger out, they left it here.
Must have been the end of the...
Took everything out of it. End of the money, yeah. So all this ore down here, so we're definitely heading in the right direction because we're going to keep going down and find out there's going to be another main level here somewhere. So we'll just keep making our way down. That is a pretty big mucker, huh? Pretty fair sized winch for that.
Yeah.
The haul back and the run. That's the guy's little job. He just sat there on that little bencher and run them 2 levers, and the mucker just went up and down all day long. Oh yeah. Quartz pretty hard, eh? It's neat looking though. Just colorful. It'd be almost like that big. Take a sample. I don't know if that interesting. It's alright, I guess. It always looks more colorful than mine that does when you get it home. You think, holy shit, what did I take that for? Another big mucker here, or slusher. Look, man, they left a lot of slushers here, eh? Some pretty decent size units too. Yeah, that's not that old.
What's that?
It says it's in grams. So we've come to another crosscut level. Looks like there's a big fan motor here. So we're down 60 meters now, about pretty close to 60 meters because you got a 60-meter rope and there's only maybe about a few meters of rope left. So there we are. Ladder's been good so far. Oh, that looks like a big kind of an ore chute right there. Yeah, there is too. Yeah, there's an ore dump there. See a big pulley there, so there's probably a mucker on that side too, or a slusher on that side. And it still continues to go down, so we only have one more rope, so hopefully we're not going to run out of rope, or have to run to the top and probably disconnect my rope and then use it to go back down. We'll see how it goes. So far so good. Kevin's doing pretty good on the ropes, he's not having no problems. It's not really using the ropes much, or just for safety purposes. Just in case, you never know. These old mines, you know, you step on the wrong thing, you're going for a long trip down, so it hasn't happened yet. But good.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
Friction with that 11mm.
Yeah, it's not the ideal thing for it, but it works.
For a rookie, it is.
Okay, so I've made it to the very bottom, and what's here? Well, this flooded section. Going this way. Looks pretty wet. We could get our chest waders and come back all the way down here and try to find this, but we think we know where it is. Kind of come out anyhow. That's probably gonna be wet under there too. Pretty wet. This bottom part, there's a lot more water running down here. So we're quite wet. Now we're going up there, it's pretty wet. But actually the ladder was in good shape. There wasn't even one rung that broke. There's that moisture going all the way up. Let's see if we can get in this way.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how far, but a little ways, at least. Oh well, there's another level below it. Going down. Huh. Yeah, it keeps going down. Oh, there's a shovel. Let's walk in the trough. It seems to be pretty good. Still got the floor underneath. It's not like you're going to fall right to the bottom if the trough breaks. It's kind of interesting. I don't know why this water trough is here. I think we're probably off of the false floor now. In any case, there's pipe there. Walk on the pipe. Oh, there's a little cart there. A lot more sections going down. Danger, keep out. So they don't think this part's dangerous? Only that part? Oh, an air-powered chainsaw. Awesome. Holy. Well, that's quite the treasure, eh? God damn. I've got one. I've got a Remington air-powered chainsaw. Well, that looks pretty sketchy, huh? Be careful about this. If I just get past that little part, be alright, I guess. Fall down there. Alright. Oh, all false floors. Oh, just all nasty, eh? Yeah. That's dicey, all right. Be careful, boy. One's false. One misstep, eh? And there you go. There's a lot of development in here. Looking dicey, though. Goes down and along here for a long ways. A lot of mining took place here. Wow. Look at the walkways up there. That might be where we're at that other level, the other mine. I don't know where we are. Huh. Well, the worst certainly went down. Lots of sketchy stuff. I sure wouldn't want to walk along any of those walkways, that's for sure. So that's the top of the stope there, I guess. Alright, so we gotta be careful we don't end up down there. We do have more ropes. How far down is that? Sounds like quite a long ways down. We got more ropes, but this is really dangerous now. If you take a rope and go down there, you got so much loose stuff overhead, so it's not safe to do that. At least with the shafts and stuff, it's a little safer because you don't have a bunch of crap on top of your head. Oh, there's a pretty old mucker there. That's interesting, wasn't it? Haven't seen one like that. There's two periods of development in this mine, kind of an old period and a newer period. The older period wouldn't go back to the turn of the century. The newer period, you don't really know. I'd have to do some research. Possibly the 70s or maybe even the 80s. So, and this is from the newer period because they use the slusher in here. And I'll just have a little look here. I'll show you where we came down. And these ladders aren't in too bad a shape. Let's see. I came down the rope. Doesn't play that far. But as you can see, you definitely want to have your be tied off as you're coming down those ladders, because you know that ladder seems to be in not bad a shape, but look at what it's tied to at the bottom. I mean, you know, your weight Could slip that right off of there. Doesn't seem to be fixed on there very good, so. Yeah, you definitely want to be tied off when you're doing stuff like that, because just because the ladder is relatively good, I still wouldn't trust it. Doesn't mean what it's sitting on is solid. Yeah, it's nice going up like this. Our biggest problem is with the pack, because the pack is freaking skinny going through these little narrow things. Got jammed up a little bit. I should have had a safety line to hook this to here, so if I do fall, then I'm all right, but I wouldn't fall very far. It's only 15 feet down to the next station, so not too bad. This ladders were really good. We never had even one wrong break, so I seem to be in pretty good shape. Oh, hey, look, danger. Whoa, I wonder if there's anything in that box. There's nothing ever any good in these boxes.
Sometimes it's
There's like
dynamite.
rat shit in there or something. You never find anything in these boxes.
Fucking dynamite.
Holy fuck, look at that.
What is it?
Oh, it's Miller time.
Hey, that's our favorite beer.
Who would have thought? What's the chances of that happening?
We might as well have them in the lunchroom there.
Talk, cut to the chase. Time's running out, and they're using live bait. Streets infected.